Hello ladies and gents, I'm Baron Von Derge, the Galaxy Doggo that does a variety of stuff here on the internet. I love my first-person shooters, my RPGs, ARPGs, and story-heavy content so that you can just tune in, turn on, and drop out. I also do voice acting, so if you'd like to stick around, hear me narrate you a few tales of stay a while and listen, or just some random stuff that happened during my day, and just vibe out with whatever I'm playing, you're more than welcome to do so over on Twitch and also via my various different social medias. You can find those on the little website that I've got built up over here, and this section is where you will usually find if I'm currently live. If you want to hear my voiceover demos, they are currently there in a multi-style reel that I've had done, from past works to demo reels to stuff that I really enjoyed while I was recording it. And the other thing you can do as well is have a look a bit further on down where you'll see the affiliate links, and with that you'll be able to see some of the amazing partners that I've teamed up with over the years to basically make sure that you can get a good deal essentially for people that I think are actually worth your time. And that's kind of where this all leads to. All of the affiliate links that I have are people who I have either tried myself or very good connections with that believe that it is worth your time to have a look at. Anything that you do get does give a little bit of a kickback to me, so just as a quick heads up, I do get a little bit of commission off the back of anything that you do. Speaking of commissions, if you haven't heard of Humble Bundle before, they are one of the teams that has been set up for many years, who've been helping you get amazing games for very reasonable prices, not necessarily always full price or massive discounts off, but certainly bundles that will help to boost your library if you happen to be struggling, or if you wanted to pick up a variety of different games in a genre that you're used to but haven't potentially had the chance to play the game that you're after, or if you had never heard of other games aside from your current favorite. So what we'll do is to get to the link, of which I will then be building it up more on my affiliate section in my website. However, to get to that link, if you happen to be on my Twitch page and you type in !humble, it will give you a little spiel of why I want to work with them, as well as the charity that I help to support, that being Centrepoint. Centrepoint is an amazing charity that helps young kids and youth be able to get their feet back under themselves if they have been made homeless via a variety of different reasons. They provide centers where they can go and physically be in a safe environment, as well as support and resources to help kids get back on their feet so that they can continue to be kids. Once you're on, just make sure that if it does ask for cookies and stuff like that, this is one of the few times I'd say let them slide. If you usually go through and like, you know, turn them off, in this particular case, turn them on, because it does mean that it tracks back to the account that I use, but also it helps Humble Bundle to create better bundles for you and for charities in the future. So what you'll be greeted with, and this is not me being logged in, is usually their page of what their humble choice is, which I don't think I get a kickback on, but the things that I do are either going to be independent games, so straight up just buy the full game, or getting their various packs, the great escape rooms, great software, and teaching materials that you can use in order to be able to grow your skills or just grow your knowledge. Let's have a look at the Capcom bundle. So usually on here, it will take you to the biggest bundle that they currently have, as well as give you an overview of everything that's currently there, like Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, Fighting Collection from Capcom, as well as a bunch of others. And these are all based on how much you fancy paying. So for example, if you wanted to only pay £3.90, you would get a 3-bundle deal, of which £3.90 for Dead Rising 2, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, which is a fantastic game, and Dragon's Dogma Arisen, should I say, still for £3.90, a very valid bundle. However, if you do want to spend a little bit of extra money and be able to then give it into charity, then this is how you go about and do it. First off, you go over to the right hand side and say what you want to do as a base. So for a £273, and by the way, I'm in the UK, so it automatically sources it out to £2. For £273 worth of value, you can pay, what's that, 5%, if that, like, you know, £23.44. You can put in another amount, say that you want to enter in 50, or you can choose some of the preset ones that will get you usually what those bundles are going to be. So for example, if you wanted to put in £20, for example, it may strip out a few of those because you have to pay at least that amount to get those whole bundles. So you have to pay at least £23.44, which is less than what some of these games cost at release, to then get the entire 12 bundle items that are on there. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, Street Fighter 5 Championship Edition, as well as some of the other games that are on there. And you can always check them out by checking out their trailers that are on here, as well as any other further information. Currently, this particular charity is going to be dictated on the right-hand side here. So the charity in this particular case is going to be Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, as well as Breakthrough T1D. These are the charities that have been chosen to work with this bundle. And that's great. If you want to pay £23.44, do nothing else, hit checkout, go through the process. It may ask you to sign up for an account. You will be helping charity. You will also be helping me, as Humble Bundle does give a small percentage back to me. What I would suggest is have a look at this section here that says Adjust Donation. When you click on that, it gives you a number of different options, and it gives you the amounts of money that are going to the various places. If you followed this link via my little, my fancy little graphic, or used my Twitch command, or found it on one of my other pages, this is how the breakdown by default will work. £17.58 goes to Capcom directly, £1.17 goes to the charities, £3.51 goes to Humble themselves, and £1.18 comes to me, and my code is Humble Baron. What you can do if you didn't want to mess around with stuff, you could click on Extra to Charity. So Capcom still gets £15. The charities get a whole upgrade to £3.51, as opposed to Humble Bundle, they stay at £3.52, and I would then receive £1.18 in return. What you can do if you want to be absolutely amazing to charities is you can do custom amount, and that will allow you to use a slider to adjust where all the money is going. I personally suggest with these kinds of games, and this is nothing to say don't support the producers, these are games that have been out for a while, and they may need a little bit of extra love, but usually their marketing spiel has long since gone. People know these games and have gone, I want to get a game on a budget. Capcom in this particular case, specifically Capcom Japan, has already made their money. This is my personal opinion. Obviously, this is not the opinion of Humble Bundle or any charities that help support it here. This is my own. For me personally, I would offer to support the charity more. They are a charity for a reason. They're not a non-fund, they're not a profit-making entity, they are a charity. They survive purely by donations from people like you and me and your mum and your nan and all the amazing people who help to give to charity, including Bob next door. He's a bit weird sometimes smells. Anyway, what you can also do is Humble Bundle will have a minimum amount that they will receive from any sale, in this case £3.51. What you can also do, if you wanted to help support me in a more direct way, you can help by bumping up my slider, if you so felt like it. I would personally always say, chuck the charities and the developers, and you will then eventually reach a mix something like this. I get £6.95. I can read, dyslexic moment. Humble Bundle gets £3.52. The charities get £7.99, and Capcom gets £4.99. That is the breakdown of the $23.44 up here. If you wanted to sort it out, you can straight up go for £30. That will automatically adjust how much is available to give to the various different pots. And you can then specifically, because this amount, this bundle has 2 charities you're helping to support, you can say, I don't really fancy helping to support Breakthrough. I personally want to help support Children's Miracle Network. You may have been affected by them directly as you were growing up, or know somebody that has, and you value their ability to help kids through hospital. Vice versa as well, or even if I've helped to make you smile. You can choose how you want to do this, and if you really want to, you can just give it all to Capcom, of which my previous statement still stands. So, once you have decided how much goes where, you would then go through to your checkout, and that will then work through onto your checkout. What happens with the previous item that I mentioned, which was Centrepoint? So for example, if you were to just go to the store, and for example, we'll go to on sale, and we'll then go to keep talking and nobody explodes. So this doesn't have a specific charity set up. I will get a flat rate specifically for this, as well as the charity that I have chosen to help support will also get a portion on this, or you can choose your own charity if you want to help support them as well. So what I'm going to do, just for the purposes of the demonstration, is I'm going to follow my link back again, specifically go back to On Sale, go back through to Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which is a VR game, very fun by the way, and you can then browse on here, you can add it to your wish list, you can add it to more with Humble Choice, so if you pay 88 pence more, you get more with Humble Choice. It's one of their monthly things that they do. You can then hit add to cart. That will magically zoom up to your cart, and in this particular section, you can find out more of the information of how you're going to get it. Is this a gift for somebody? Terms and conditions, as well as opting to help me specifically, of which you can opt out if you want to. I know this has been a bit rambly, but I wanted to give you as much of an overview of the process of helping to support me, as well as helping to support Humble Bundle and the charities that they help to support as well. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in orbit. Bye-bye.